Rev up your engines! Now, if you've been watching me any length of time, you know I'm all for saving people money fixing their cars, maintaining it. I got a box of products that I've been testing, and they're pretty quality after I tested them out. Now, there's a lot that failed, but I'm not talking about them today. That would take far too long. There's so much crap out there these days, but this little device that's called hoodstay was invented by an 18-year-old in the United States. It keeps your hood and trunk from falling down when those stupid little pneumatic devices break and it hits you in the head. Simple idea and well made. Nice steel construction. Look how easy it is. Well, see, this case is going to fall down. You get one of these devices. You put it on here, and then when you clamp the clamp, it stays up. Now, it's well designed, steel, and what you do is, this end clamps to your hood strap. In this case, it's the trunk strap, right? That holds it in place. When you want to close it, you just loosen this and close it as normal. Down it goes. What an idea. You can put it on any trunks, hoods, rather than buy these things that can cost maybe $150, $200 a pair, and you got to change them in pairs because these things are pretty weak. One won't hold it up. If there's two, you got to replace them both. These work perfectly fine. They're stainless steel. Just clamp them on. The set screw sets it on the strut. Voila! You don't have to worry about carrying a pair of pliers or a stick to put in there. It's a permanent fix. What do they say? Build a better mousetrap and the world will beat a path to your door? Well, people should be beating on his door. Great idea. I've seen other stuff that are made out of plastic. The plastic cracks and then they fall and hit you in the head. This thing's made out of stainless steel. It's not going anywhere. It's permanent. You don't have to think about it. It's there, and it'll never break like the struts wear out because it's a simple screw mechanism with a stainless steel screw in it. Now, the next thing is coolant and brake system testing in a strip. Now, this is by Phoenix Systems, and you know that your brake fluid and your coolant in your car eventually wear out. Well, you know, you go to a mechanic or a shop, they're going to say, oh yeah, you need a brake flush. Oh yeah, you need a coolant flush. Who knows if it's real or not? Why not test it yourself? These things are simple to use. Each one individual, so it doesn't get polluted. Nice, good seal. And it's got two ends. This is the brake end. This is the coolant end. So we'll do the coolant first. You just take the radiator cap off and stick it in. Wait about 30 seconds. Then you pull out, wipe it all off, and wait about another 90 seconds. After you wait, it comes with this cool card. This is the coolant side. It shows you leave the coolant or replace it. And that the pH level is about 7, so it's not too acidic. Then you got to check the brake fluid. The other side of the card does brake fluid, as does the other side of the strip. So we stick it in the brake fluid, let it soak a little, and we wait 90 seconds to see what color comes out here. And even though the brake fluid's never been changed, and this is a 14-year-old Toyota, as you can see, the color is about 10%. So it's not even near being replaced. Somebody tries to tell you need it replaced, they're full of baloney. Like I say, Toyotas are well made. They're pretty well sealed. Now, you'd never find this in an American car. This has never been changed, and it's still only at 10 parts per million, and it's not bad till it's 200 parts per million. So I'm not going to waste any time flushing the brake fluid out either. People are going to hit you for hundreds of dollars. You might not even need it. This will tell you that. And if you do, heck, do it yourself. Not that hard to do. Watch my videos. But these strips, they don't lie. Here's one that I'm totally amazed by. It's a Conway battery tester and OBD2 scanner. Now, the OBD2 scanner is a basic scanner. I basically don't even care about it, but it's a handy thing for you to do it yourselfer, guys. The reason I like this is because it tests batteries, alternators, and starters. And it actually does a better job than my old $900 one that I use as a professional mechanic. Now, my old Medtronics tester, hey, it served me well. You can see I've taped bits of together where things got run over and broken. I had to rewire stuff, but time marches on. This thing's over a decade old. And if you know anything about computers and chips, in those 10 years, the chips get faster, cheaper. This thing's actually faster, and it does a better job testing because it's set up to test all the new types of batteries. Some of those people hardly even had back when that Medtronics tester was made. And hey, 69 bucks on Amazon, not a bad price for a thing that can test all kinds of electronics. Today, most mechanics charge $100 to $140 an hour. With this thing, you can do it all yourself on your friend's car. It works on any 6 or 12 volt car or motorcycle. And why do I like it? Because it's accurate and fast. The modern chips are faster. They don't have to be big. Small works perfectly fine when you're testing a battery or a charging system. See if your starter's cranking correctly. This will work on any 6 or 12 volt car or motorcycle. And as usual, nobody's paid me for this. I get sent all kinds of tools. I test them out. I show the best ones. Sometimes I show horrible ones. When they're really bad, I'll say, don't ever buy this tool. This particular one for 69 bucks. Better than the $900 one that I had. Mind you, it's a lot newer, but still. Time marches on, technology marches on. In this case, price goes way down. Now, the next tool I'm talking about is this PLenta Borescope. Yeah, there's a ton of Borescopes out there, but this, it's a $69 one. And the big thing is, it's got a lens in the front, but it also has a lens on the side. And that's a big deal when you're looking at engines and other things. Now, check it out. We'll take out a spark plug, take it out, we'll turn it on, and stick it in the hole. And as you can see now, you can see the top of the piston. Great. But what about the side of the engine too? Well, with a push of a button now, check it out. We're inspecting the cylinder bore itself. You can lift it up around. You can look at various parts, see if there's any scratches. You can even turn it around. You can inspect everything. This isn't some gimmick that some will have a little mirror on it. You got a face and it falls off and falls. Your engine causes damage. As you can see, it's got the light on the side now. It's got a side camera, but when you push the button, now it's a top camera. So you can change sides. You can see everything. Now this one is called Model P43 for 69 bucks. Things like this used to cost many thousands of dollars when I was a younger mechanic. You can't beat this. Got a nice long cord. You got a hole in your sewer. You could shove it in there. You can put it in all kinds of places, but for cars it's phenomenal. Say you're looking inside the dash and you're in a tight space. Well, you can't try to wiggle this to see it. You look at the front, then put it on the side, and then the side you can twist it and it'll go whatever angle you want. You don't have to try to get an articulated one, which costs thousands, and the articulated ones can go like this, like the kinds they operate with people, but they still only have a limited amount of motion. This has a front camera and a side camera for 69 bucks. It blows me away. Now the next thing I'm showing, you can see things while you're working. I'll turn it the other way. No, you can't see, but you can see over there. Check it out. Look at me, I'm a coal miner. When you're working on a car or on anything, one hand for flashlight, or you stick it and it falls down, this stays on your head. Explorers actually use these things. They're totally adjustable. They got, red stuff too if you want to mess around with the colors at night in a cave. But I'm not a spelunker, I'm a mechanic. This is a PowerTrack Explorer HL10, quality metal. It's stretchable nylon, cushioned silicone. It's comfortable. It doesn't hurt my head. It's not like something on a baseball cap and then it falls off when you move. This thing stays on and it has all kinds of light. Totally rechargeable, lithium-ion battery in it that lasts a long time. But man, when you turn these babies on and you're working, you can see what you're doing. You can also use it to scare away intruders, or if you're lost, it even does that SOS thing where it can send a warning out if you're lost in the wilderness, Stick it on a tree, put it up. I'm not worried about getting lost fixing cars, but I like seeing what I'm working on. You can't beat something like this. The only hassle I have with it is there's a million different programmable things it can do depending if you push one button, two. This is broad daylight. Check it out, it's focusable. This is in broad daylight, so you can actually see stuff. Unlike some flashlights that aren't even as strong as the moon, this thing's about sun strong or even stronger, so you can see in all the nooks and crannies. Because you might not be a cave explorer, neither am I, but you might be exploring your car to fix it. Now the last thing I'm going to talk about, I'm wearing it's this belt right here. But I'm too lazy to take it off. The company's called Core, K-O-R-E, and luckily they sent me an extra belt. I have two of them. Now the strange thing is, these things are ratcheting, and they're made for guns. You put your holster on it, they fit perfectly. You make them custom fit. The end, as you can see, has numbers. You measure your stuff, you cut the end off with a good pair of shears, it unscrews, you put it in and tighten it up. So it's the perfect size, and unlike a belt that has the little hole drilled notches, this is ratcheting. Look at this. Whether you gain or lose weight, in or out, even in a day. Let's say you have a big meal, you can loosen it up, and if you lose weight like I've been doing lately, you can pull it tighter. Ratchets in place. I couldn't have invented something better. The material's great. They call it Power Core. I've had these for about 9 months. They're not even broken in yet. I can see these things are gonna last years and years and years. Because when I get belts, I want them to last. I'm sick of the buckles breaking off because where they're riveted in is bad. This bolt's in. It's a fake buckle, you can say. It's not a real buckle. It just looks like a buckle. It's a ratcheting mechanism made out of high-grade stainless steel. I think this will last forever. I'm really happy with it. It's supposed to be a gun belt, but it's my regular belt too. So that's it for this week's new products. But hey, I get new ones every day. Who knows what I'm gonna find? So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.